I am so excited to be back, guys. I have a Dollar Tree haul that I absolutely love. It is all new things, stuff that I have never shared before. Hey everybody, it's Shelby with a Chick Plus 3. Welcome, guys. I hope you'll join me because I'm really excited to show you the treasure that I found today. So what do you say? Let's go. So I hope you guys are all doing well. I have to tell you, today I woke up and it is 39 degrees out. Now the funny thing is, if this was like May and it was 39 degrees, we'd be like, we're freezing. But because it is mid-February and it's 39, look, I have on a t-shirt. It feels like summer. Isn't it crazy how your mind works that way? But in any case, it was perfect weather to sneak in a little lunch hour trip to the Dollar Tree. And am I glad I did, because I cannot believe what I found. In fact, I'm always trying to decide, what do I want to show you guys first? Do I want to show you my favorite item? Maybe the so-called more like ordinary item? But in looking around, I honestly have to say nothing that I'm going to share is an ordinary item. So this first thing I just gotta show you because I could not believe I found them. Look at this. This is the little brown bunny. Now I hauled for you guys the other day the white rabbit, which they had the white rabbits out last year. So this is the little brown one. Now I gotta tell you this though, I do notice a difference between the brown rabbit and the white rabbit. The brown rabbit does not seem as stuffed. So he feels softer, but he seems a little bit more like slender, like really like squishy polyfill in here as opposed to being stuffed more firm. So these definitely are different, but I have to say I really like that they brought out another color for us. I think this shade fits in really nicely just to switch things up and kind of Americana. I love this like camel shade is what I think it is. And to me, it's just really very Americana. It can be primitive, goes with all kinds of decor, any decor. But I was so excited to find these, and they had a good amount of them. And we are still, what, well over like a month away, a month and a half from Easter. So don't give up, all right? Never give up on the Dollar Tree. I have searched for wish list items, and sometimes it's taken a year or more, but I'm telling you, eventually they show up. So I was really pleased to find this little sweetie. All right, now the next thing I picked up too, I had seen these in a walkthrough and I didn't get them. And then I was having quite a bit of regret when I saw Laurie from It's a Crazy Life. You probably all are familiar with her channel, or My Crazy Life. That's it, Laurie from My Crazy Life. She does Dollar Tree hauls, like keto recipes. Really nice, fun lady, seems very down to earth. But she had hauled these, and I had seen them, and I showed you guys in the walkthrough, and I left them behind because they're really light. But then what Laurie suggested, what she was going to do is glue the eggs into the carton and use them on her tiered tray. And I was like, you know what? I really want to do that too. I don't know. And like I said, I just had regret that I had left them behind last week. So I was like, you know what? They're here.
if I don't grab them now, chances are when I come back, they won't be there again. So I better just, spend the $1.25 right and get them. So that's what I did today. They also had these that were painted in the solid gold. Now, and I couldn't tell because they're so light that I thought maybe they were styrofoam, but now that I have them home and I can investigate them a little bit further, they're actually plastic. So those are just plastic Easter eggs. So what I would say, guys, if you like the look of this and you cannot find them at your local Dollar Tree, you could create, I really think, a fun dupe. Cut an egg carton in half, which you could always paint if you didn't like the color that it was. And then the Dollar Tree never runs out of the plastic Easter eggs. So you could take those, you could spray paint them, do a little paint splatter yourself, and you could recreate this. So if you can't find this one all put together at the Dollar Tree, you could, takes a little bit of work, but it's definitely something that you could DIY. The next thing I found, which I don't know, call me crazy, I don't know what I'm going to do with it all, but they just keep bringing out more brand new ribbon. Now this one is the Crafters Square brand, so this is not the Offray, which I've shared with you guys before. What I like is you get 9 feet on this, but now look at this. Do you just see the cuteness of this? It says Carrot Patch and Cottontail, and look at the little bunnies. It's beautiful with the green, the orange, and the nice pale blue. So I picked that one up. And then this one coordinates with it with just the large carrot. So I thought really sweet, 9 feet. That's a good deal in my opinion. Crafters Square, one of my absolute favorite lines at the Dollar Tree. And no, I did not just stop with 2 rolls. They get me every single time because it's like, I think they know I'm coming, and they put out a brand new box that has every single roll in it, and then I just can't resist. It just all looks so nice together. So I did pick this up, just the beautiful pink and white check. I actually refer to this as gingham. I don't know if that's correct or not, but again, Crafters Square, 9 feet on here. Pink and white. They obviously have the little rabbit there, so they have it out for their spring Easter line. But hey, you can use pink and white whenever, for whatever. I think this would look really sweet for Mother's Day, to tie around a little bouquet of fresh flowers. I just love pink and white, so I had to pick that up. And then what I thought would go perfect with these ribbons especially is this 4-piece package of carrots. I love these. They're just the foam carrots wrapped in a nice orange twine, and then they have this little greenery at the top, which is like a very stiff raffia. That's what it is. So it's not silk. So I myself really like how it has a more realistic look to it. And you do get 4 in here. I think that's a fantastic deal. And so many cute uses for these. Of course, I am still totally into my tiered trays. I think I have at least 3 of them. I love tiered trays. I love tiny shelves. So any place where I can use sweet little items like this, I love. And I gotta tell you guys, these aren't even all that little. But if you're hosting like an Easter brunch, you could take these and use them as the place setting, like picture, even if it's a paper napkin, or a cloth napkin, take your silverware, wrap it in the napkin, lay one of these little carrots on top,
tie it with some twine, and off of here you could use a little piece of the twine also that the Dollar Tree sells and put each person's name on it. So these are just super sweet. I had to get them. And then speaking of hosting at Easter, but really any springtime event, and I could see these for wedding showers, baby showers, but these plates. Now I had shown you these plates, guys, in a walkthrough the other day. They look like paper plates, but they are indeed plastic. And I wanted to see, does this tell me? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get 6 in here. So I went with the baby blue. But what I'm going to do with these is I have a crafting idea. Now, I've done things very similar with the large chargers, but I thought, ooh, this size with the scalloped edge, how gorgeous would this be? Because it will be nice and light. I can hot glue a little hook onto the back, and then in the center here I am going to cut out, I think, a really cute like spring design from one of the gift bags and decoupage it in there, and then maybe glue, I don't know yet, little flowers, jewels, Easter decor, but something. And then I thought, how sweet if I do a little like 3 or 4 of these in a little narrow space next to one of my doorways or above it for the spring. Even on my front door, because these are so light, I'll be able to like use the command hooks and just put like 3 of them down the center of my door for the spring, all decorated. Or you could spell out something. You get 6 in here. So what? E-A-S-T-E-R. You get 6 of these, so you could like spell out the word Easter, and so decorate them, put a big E in the center, then A-S-T. You get the drift, and have your door or your wall say Easter. So I'm going to use these as a craft, so I'm really excited. I just have to find enough time in the day to make my ideas come to fruition. But that is a little tip, guys, which I'm sure you all already know, is that when you're hunting around the Dollar Tree for treasure, keep in mind that, you know, its intended use doesn't have to be what you use it for. All right, now many of you have seen my husband Bill in my videos, and he is definitely the green thumb of our family. Me, not so much, but thankfully he loves plants, he loves gardening, he's great at it, and that is his thing. So with him in mind, I picked these items up. The first one is this giant pot. Now I gotta tell you, for $1.25, because yes, my Dollar Trees in my area are all $1.25, but that is a great deal. This is a really large planting pot. It is made out of plastic. There are no holes in the bottom, but they do have spots where you could drill or possibly even take like a punch and punch holes for drainage if you needed it. Now, the planter pots at Lowe's are much more than $1.25, so I do feel it's a good price. Now, one of my viewer friends did point out that she had had some of the planters, and after being outside in the sun, they had faded. So I don't know. I can't like attest to that, whether or not this will fade, this like pretty copper color. I did have out like those tri planters that stack all last year, like through the spring and the summer, and they're like a terracotta plastic, and mine did not fade. But I mean, I have had Dollar Tree buckets outside that have faded, so I guess it's kind of a case by case thing, but we're actually going to be using this inside. So yes, it will be in the sun, but I'm honestly not too worried about fading. So I did pick this up today, but I really like the look of this, and they had it in silver also. So I grabbed that, and then I also picked him up this one, which I really like. On camera it's not doing it justice, but it's just a really nice high gloss white, and it has this little built-in, like the tray on the bottom there, and they had this in primary colors. So I know there was like red, blue, and white, so you definitely could do like a patriotic theme with them or something. But again, I got this for indoors, and I'm thinking I won't have to worry about fading at all with this. But for $1.25, I think that it is a great deal. And so he'll be able to do some more planting. Definitely he has some things that he needs to repot still. So these large pots are great for that. And he showed you a demo, I don't know, what was it, guys, a couple weeks ago with that expandable soil and the potting soil from the Dollar Tree. So if I can find more of those expandable soil blocks, I am definitely getting those for him. And I have more viewer friend photos to share with you all. This project is open to everybody. All you have to do is email me some photos of your DIYs, your decor, your pets, whatever you would like to share with all of us. And then that way I can include your photos in an upcoming video. And remember, guys, as always, until next time, please be well.